Just like meeting someone new, there is a build-up to a character's release in gacha games. First, you notice them through the drip marketing, getting a taste of their lore and design, then, right before their debut, you are treated with their trailer, the perfect first date where you learn how they fight, who they work best with, and what makes them so special. That's what a character trailer is like among gacha games. Sealing the deal on whether you really want the character comes down to how they appear in these trailers. Just as you lean in to kiss your partner, you will surely be on the edge of your seat as you watch the character trailer and think to yourself, yeah, you're the one. And just like a first date, a character trailer needs to leave an unforgettable impression. Wuthering Waves has mastered this, creating trailers that go beyond flashy visuals. They tell a story that immerses you in the character's world. Of course, this is before you actually get into a relationship with the said character or partner, realize that either they're not into you, they're crazy, or you're just not compatible. Instead, there's a 50-50 chance that the relationship will actually work out, and even if it does work out, maybe a few years down the line, you end up getting a divorce or end up hating that character that you once so much loved. But nothing can beat the first impression, right? Not even a surprise encore, in the literal sense. What makes a character so appealing for us is the trailers and demos that they're featured in. 70% of the visuals on my channel come from these trailers, and it's much more appealing when the trailers do something special. This is why Wuthering Waves stands out with its stellar examples of a perfect cinematic trailer. What's the point of a showcase if your pants are not soaked at the end of it? Wait, is that only me? Damn. There are gacha games that do simple showcases, show off their skills with neat visuals and juicy transitions, and then there are gacha games that tell a story about the character, although those are normally reserved for in-game cutscenes. But then there's Wuthering Waves, that give you both a mini anime of the character along with a visual showcase of their skills and descriptions. This adds even more lore and amazing visuals that you wouldn't even experience in-game. My name is Void Enigma, and today I'll be diving into what makes Wuthering Waves trailers and demos so special in the gacha space, and how other companies should take their lead to bring the same quality to their characters. Have you ever gotten a character without even knowing anything about them, just based on their visuals alone? Well, Wuthering Wave tells you an entire story, and that's amazing. But before that, I have something special for you today. Have you seen these champions? Alice in Wonderland is coming to Raid Shadow Legends, and I couldn't be more excited. I was skeptical at first, but the strategy and depth in this game actually won me over. From the hundreds of unique bosses to endless gameplay options, including PvP where you actually get to control your own champion, Raid literally has it all. To help you get started, download Raid now using my link in the description or the QR code on screen to get 2 epic heroes. Tagore when you start your journey, and Ugo when you reach level 15, which you could literally do in the first day. But what's a great start without a great champion? Use the promo code MonkeyKing within 48 hours to claim the amazing legendary hero to dominate the early game. And now is the perfect time to join. You'll be able to log in for 7 days during the Alice's Adventure event and get Alice the Wanderer, a legendary champion, completely free. She is a nuker who you'll be able to decimate the bosses with. This event has so many rewards for new players as well, so you don't want to miss out. I'm running this channel all on my own, from thumbnails to recording and editing, and it's thanks to sponsors like this that I'm able to keep bringing you all great content. You can support the channel simply by using my link in the description or the QR code on screen and download Raid Shadow Legends today. So go ahead and try Raid through my link or QR code to start your Raid journey today. Alright, let's get right back to the video. Most gacha games rely on this formula: skill, flashy transition, and voice lines. While this works, it's nothing groundbreaking. Wuthering Waves, on the other hand, creates mini cinematic masterpieces that blend lore, emotion, and gameplay. These are the normal types of demos and trailers seen in many gacha games like Genshin Impact, Arknights, Brown Dust 2, NieR, and many others. Every game has key visual moments depicted outside of the actual story. What sets Wuthering Waves apart is their ability to craft trailers that feel like short anime episodes. They don't just show off gameplay, they immerse you in the character's story, making you emotionally invested before you even summon them. They're short, but very well made and rich with character lore. Starting in version 1.4, they also feature showcases that demonstrate the character's in-game skills, in addition to these cinematic masterpieces. The dual approach serves 2 purposes: a brief look into gameplay and a lore drop to help sell the character. Other games typically go with the traditional, hey, this is the character, here are some flashy visuals, a couple of voice lines, a few skills, and action. Showcase done. While effective, this approach won't convince people who are on the fence about the character. Some gacha demos also include teasers where the character performs mundane tasks or cutesy activities. Occasionally, there is some lore, but it's mostly just promotional footage. The next step up is a fully animated story depicting the characters, and this has become Wuthering Waves' norm since version 1.3. The difference in quality between the flashy showcases and an actual mini-movie about the character is spectacular. A showcase highlights what the characters can do, while a cinematic movie immerses you in their journey, making you genuinely intrigued by their actions. This is what sets Wuthering Waves apart. In version 1.0, many characters had traditional demos. Junshin, Lingyang, Encore, Sanhua, Dungeon, Alto, and Jian all follow the classic formula of a normal gacha trailer. Ominous scene. Character appears. Bad guys show up. Character shows off in-game skills. There's a catchphrase. Conflict resolved. Simple, yet effective. Meanwhile, Wuthering Waves' newer approach takes you through a day in the life of the character. Take Yinlin's trailer for instance. In just 4 minutes, you see her infiltrate enemy lines, adopt multiple disguises, uncover a traitor, and dismantle their entire operation. It's not just a showcase, it's a story that makes you summon her. Starting in version 1.2, Wuthering Waves improved further. With Shunli and Jinshi having had basic flashy showcases, characters like Zhezhi and Shenliao, and later Camellia, Carlotta, and Roshia received cinematic movies as their debut trailer. They are accompanied by Resonator combat showcases which highlight the gameplay of the character alongside their lore-rich stories. While Zhezhi and Shenliao may have seemed weak compared to the likes of Carlotta and Camellia, they are still quite impressive examples of what to expect of the characters involved. Shenliao displays his past and his inner struggle with himself. Meanwhile, Zhezhi displays her simple task as an artist, and this one is special to me, especially the final line.
The first draft was better.
The most brutal line that any artist working on a commission wants to hear. Now don't get me wrong, other companies are capable of stellar short stories for their characters. For example, Genshin Impact's animated story involving Arlecchino was amazing, but it's so rare. Most of the characters in Genshin Impact that are released stick to the normal teaser, trailer format. Meanwhile, Wuthering Wave consistently delivers mini-movies and combat showcases. When they do release their animated shorts of the character, man oh man, they are a treat. But it's done so rarely that you could rarely ever rely on each character having it. Let's take example for instance, Genshin Impact's current banner character, Citlali, or past banner character depending on when this video gets released. She shows up, is cute, music playing, cool transitions and scenes, says a few cool things, more transitions and cuteness, classic name drop on the screen, villains show up, fight the bad guys and save the day, conflict over, oh it was a dream either way, but you know, whatever. 1 minute and 43 seconds. Let's compare that to Carlotta's trailer. A member of the Montelli family has been murdered, and Carlotta, the executor of the family, knows what must be done by the simple shadow across her father's face. Carlotta sets out to confront the head of the rival family. She attends the auction and makes herself a target and gets raided by the rival family, destroying them in the process. And as a final acquisition of revenge, she has murdered the family head, attaining her revenge, all the while avenging the fallen family member. Yeah. I know which one's more engaging. Now it's kind of funny how that Archon of Notland was an entire music video, and that has its merits, but again, this is a situational demo and is not the norm of every update. Wuthering had Roshia demo, which was just as much of a musical, but it accomplishes so much. It doesn't feel out of place and it matches Roshia's character. I mean, in our fantasy RPG, we have motorcycles now. I guess a traditional normal concert would also be on the levels at this point. What I can say is, these promotional videos are always a treat when you like the character. I just wish other games would break apart from the normal combat showcases and really display a character in a different light. Although, I'm sure a ton of money and effort goes into making these showcases and animation style videos, so it might be too much to ask for every game, but I would love for it to be normal for every game to have this caliber of production. Speaking of which, ZZZ has some amazing stuff in their channel, and I must say that they are a contender with Wuwa in this field for amazing visuals for the characters. They aren't as consistent, but man, stuff like Jane Doe, yeah, they know their audience. Wuthering Waves raised the bar of gacha game trailers, turning them into immersive experiences that make you care about the character before you even pull them. Other games should take note. This is how you seal a deal with your audience. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you never miss an upload. I've got plenty more gacha content, guides, and deep dives coming your way. And hey, let me know in the comments, what is your most hyped trailer for Wuthering Waves? I'll catch you in the next one, and until next time, Enigma out.